What's up, folks? My name is Melvin, and welcome. Today is a joyous day, an event like no other. And I'm talking about Mr. Furry Plays uploaded the best way to watch Sly Cooper. And I thought I should share that experience with you all because this game is one of, if not my favorite game of all time. I have played this game so many times. And I have tried making videos about it for years. I'd say max like 8 years maybe. Either writing a script, recording gameplay, editing the video. I've made so many different versions trying to talk about it. And my issue, every time I attempted to, was it just sounded like a generic game. It sounded like games like it. But for me, this is one of my favorite of all time. So it just wasn't matching my vision. And funny enough, I could have used my own footage for this, but some of the levels are a little glitchy. I think it was in Miss Ruby's world specifically. And most of the other footage is fine. But I want you guys to have a premium experience. So Furry Plays is going to give us that experience today. And also show him some love, all right? He played this game for us, all right? Now, even if you haven't played Sly Cooper, try giving it a watch. Or better yet, play it yourself. Because that's really the only way to get the experience. You just got to play it yourself. But we're going to talk about it. We're going to have a great time. The thing is, I don't even need to do a Let's Play on this game. Because I've played it so many times. So many times I've played this game. Alrighty. So we're getting to that intro right there. Paris, France. 4:20 a.m. And also, if I need to pause it and talk about it, I'll do that. I think he's playing the PS3 version because it's playing in 60 FPS. The original game did not play in that 60 FPS. I would have totally gotten this if I had a PS3. Unfortunately, never owned one. And then you get this iconic starting screen. It just kind of gives, no, why'd you stop it so soon? Why? You always let it go full around. It did like 3 seconds. But anyways, it gives you a full 360. And during that, you kind of see Sly's like stationary movement. Like every platformer has that, where if you don't touch the controller for a while, the main character will be like, looking around, interacting with the environment. Mario 64, he falls asleep. It's like Cooper, every sound, the sounds will start to generate. So if you're quiet for a while, you'll hear crickets. Sly will look at the crickets, because he's a thief. He's trying to be sneaky, so he doesn't want anyone seeing him. But yeah, I guess I'm telling you, we're gonna have a fun time. This is a fun experience. So there we go.
Sly, come in. Sly, do you read me?
Yeah, I read you. Loud and very loud.
Sorry, I'm a little nervous. Trying to break into police headquarters does that.
Get over it, Bentley. You're safe in the van. I'm the thief here. I've got to steal that file from Inspector Carmelita Fox.
Well, count on me to be your eyes and ears, buddy. Got their security system totally scoped. To get inside, you're gonna have to go through that air vent.
All right, I'm going in.
And don't forget you got me at the wheel, Sly. All you gotta do is grab the file and get back to the van. We'll do the rest.
Just keep that engine running, Murray. I'll be down in no time.
All right. So I know this game is going to explain it, but I want to explain it, all right? You got Bentley and Murray. They're part of your crew, okay? Bentley is the genius. You know, he's got all the technical skills. Murray, he's the driver, okay? He's more of the tech guy. And funny enough, you do play as them. But we'll find that out as we move along. All right? I'm sure most people watching already know that background. All right, so he's, you know, Furry Plays is doing a great job interacting with the environment. Because, yes, the first level, you can kind of interact with stuff a little bit. You don't really do that your first time playing, but you do it when you play it more
I
often.
think I'm seeing things.
Because you learn that there's a lot of stuff to hide, a lot of, you know.
Really? I've read about this. Master raccoon thieves are able to sense thieving opportunities, which manifest themselves as unexplainable blue auras. According to my research, all you have to do is get near them and hold down the circle button, and you should perform a super sneaky master thief move.
Hold down the circle button near blue auras. I'm on it.
And then, like, in the beginning, I don't know if you noticed that text, but you kind of, so it's kind of playing itself as a movie, because it's starring Sly Cooper. But as far as I'm aware, the other games don't do that. It's just in this one.
Be extra careful here, Sly. Break one of
Alrighty, well, he's doing it that way.
Not to mention you'll be fried to a...
So, funny enough, if you just, so whenever you see lights like this, if you hit a light, it'll turn red. And then once it turns red, that's when you could potentially get hit. So I hope I see moments in the game where he messes up, because then I could, you know, it'll make better sense visually. But here on this level, on this part of the level, if you fell straight down, you actually wouldn't get hit in time, because it takes a couple seconds for it to turn yellow.
Extra careful here, Sly.
Or turn red. Sorry.
Laser beams and you'll set off the alarms. Not to mention you'll be fried to a... Nice job, you're in. Inspector Carmelita Fox's office is behind the red door. Way to go, Sly. This is where Inspector Carmelita Fox stashes all her important files. I hacked into the police security mainframe and discovered this vault's combo. Try dialing in 937.
So this first one, you don't need the clues. Bentley already has it, but later on you will need them.
Nice job! You got it! If you come down through the fire escape and head through the parking lot, we'll be waiting in the getaway van.
There you go. There you go. So doing a pretty good job interacting with the first room. So there was a scene, I passed it, I don't feel like going back to it, but because it's a police headquarters, you actually see some of the villains that you'll be facing off in later levels as like wanted posters. And the reason why they're villains is because, well, he'll explain it. I guess I should stop being the one to explain everything. But that's what's fun. Look, get another character, Miss Carmelita Fox. And I think it's important to know that it's Miss Carmelita Fox because she's single. That's very important to the plot, all right?
Foolish raccoon, I've caught you red-handed.
Ah, Carmelita. I haven't seen you since I gave you the slip in Bombay.
Which reminds me,
So what's really important here is that we don't know what he means when he says the slip in Bombay. Because again, what I said earlier is Miss Carmelita Fox is single, right? So.
need to return the Firestone of India to its rightful owners.
Ah, and I was gonna give it to you as a little token of my...
See, it was gonna give. you guys are smart enough. I don't have to explain everything.
You know, that bazooka really brings out the color of your eyes. Very fetching.
You think? This pistol packs a paralyzing punch. You ought to try it. Might snap you out of your crime spree.
And give up our little rendezvous?
Plenty of time for that once you're safely behind bars.
Love to stick around and chat, but I just dropped by to pick up this case file. I think you've had it long enough.
Then the music. Music is... It's hard to describe this music because you don't see it in a lot of video games. Because usually the soundtrack is like huge and booming. And even at this scene where it is huge and booming, it's still quieter than other games. It's interesting that way. Usually the alarm's louder, you hear the shooting, that's louder, but the music is so... It's in the background always.
Escape me,
Well,
raccoon!
except for one level, and I think you all know what it is already, but
Once again, my gang and I had given Inspector Carmelita Fox the slip. I was surprised to see how well she took it. Finally, the secret police file I'd been searching for all these years. With this, I could avenge my family and regain possession of our most valued treasure. It all began when I was just a kid, bouncing on my father's knee. You see, I come from a long line of master thieves who kept all their secrets of sneaking and stealing in an ancient book. The Thievius Raccoonus. Anyone who read it learned to be especially sneaky, which is why we specialize in stealing from criminals. After all, there's no honor, no challenge, no fun stealing from ordinary people.
But didn't he just steal from the police? So it's okay to steal from the police. Are they ordinary people? But, So he stole from the police to steal from villains. So for Sly Cooper, the ends justify the means. So that's an important thought.
You rip off a master criminal, and you know you're a master thief.
Okay.
Well, on the night I was supposed to inherit the book, 5 visitors came unannounced to our door. My father fought to protect us, but the gang of villains known as the Fiendish Five overpowered him and ransacked our house until they found the Thievius Raccoonus. Our family's manual of thieving greatness fell into their filthy hands. They tore the book into 5 pieces and split it up, each villain disappearing to the farthest corners of the world to commit dastardly crimes. Broken alone, I was dumped at the town orphanage. There I met 2 guys who became my lifelong buddies and trusted crew. Bentley.
I love that this has like a
and Stratton
90s
Springs,
kids movie vibe right here.
part-time driver and full-time.
But I love how simple that part is. Yeah, I was an orphan, but I got 2 best friends. I love them so much. Like, I don't know. It sounds like he's already grieved. You know, he's all right. Whatever happened to his dad, that's in the past. You know, well, kind of. But I don't know. It's just like you can grieve a little bit. You know.
Track down the Fiendish Five, avenge my father, and steal back the Thievius Raccoonus. I knew I was about to face the toughest test of my life. On this mission, I would either become a master thief like my ancestors before me, or fail and allow my family name to bite the dust.
I've already plotted a route to our first target.
Interesting. So yeah, that intro, what I like about the intro is it gives you pretty much what to expect, you know, throughout the game. So you know why these 5 guys did you wrong. You know you're going to face 5 guys, and they're pretty strong, you know. So it's like the game's telling you what to expect. And I like it that it does it so well. The writing is surprisingly good in this game.
The road trip gave me the time I needed to study up on Sir Raleigh the Frog. As a young man, this hot-tempered frog grew bored of his life of luxury and privilege. On a whim, he tried his hand at a bit of piracy and found it to his liking. Raleigh, who quickly became addicted to crime, was brought into the Fiendish Five as chief machinist, where his evil tinkering genius rose to new heights. The last reported sighting of this mad machinist was off the soggy coast of the Isle o' Wrath, a small island uncomfortably situated in the middle of the perilous Welsh Triangle.
Sly Cooper in Tide of Terror. I believe Sly 2, 3, and 4 kind of keep that. I don't think they do actually, but I think they do. Alrighty, now we get to see a real level, okay? How big it is, kind of it follows a very repetitive pattern, but I don't think it does anything wrong with that, because the level design is above average.
Spotted something that's going to complicate the mission. See that nasty looking gate? It blocks the only road leading into Raleigh's hideout.
No problem. I'll just...
Not every level has them talking,
Okay, but remember,
but you know, a good chunk of levels do.
Objects, like pipes and ropes.
Yeah, sure. And like that ladder there?
That is correct. But do not forget, Sly. You have to get close.
Then hit the circle button to grab it. Yeah. Relax, Bentley.
Relax, Bentley.
Yeah, and that's what worries me.
So, if you clearly noticed, but yeah, Bentley is just nervous and scared, and Sly Cooper isn't. He's very, very fearless. Oh yeah, in each world, so the coins are gonna look different each location you go to, which actually also kind of makes sense because they all are in different countries as well. So yeah, currency does look different in different countries, you know. It's very clever, actually. But that's Rowley's hat. That's your boss's hat. So I guess he created his own currency, and
Hold on, Sly.
yeah.
See those searchlights? One careless step and you'll be subjected to acute combustion.
You done whining? Let's go.
I'm just trying to keep you alive, partner. Fortunately for you, I launched these signal repeaters throughout Raleigh's fortress. Get close to one, and I can checkpoint your progress.
Nice.
You got this, man. You got this, Furry Plays. Man, that was good. That was really good. Furry Plays, please, get all the clue bottles. I really want to see you get all the power-ups. It's not important to beat the game, but please, I need to feel the rush of getting all the clue bottles. It's very important to me, please.
According to my amphibio positioning system, that big blimp is where Raleigh is hiding out.
You know, that blimp looks more like a machine than a hideout.
You're right, Sly. That is a storm machine. It's the reason why it never stops raining around here.
That explains all the wrecked ships.
But why would Raleigh want bad weather at his own hideout 24/7?
Beats me. But rain or shine, I'm gonna steal my family's book back. And if Raleigh gets in my way, it's on.
I mean, I guess frogs really do like that type of climate. You see more frogs when it rains. At least I think you do. Not a scientist.
Nice job so far, Sly. To get over the next gate, you'll need to grab onto this hook using your cane. Just jump and hit the circle button.
Got it. Jump and hit the circle button to grab onto hooks.
Again, this soundtrack, like it's in the background. Like I can hear the seagulls louder than the music, but it's bussin'. It's good soundtrack. And look, you can see with the level design, it's slow and predictable. But when playing it, it's a lot of fun. It's very enjoyable. It's very laid back. So I guess it's like you feel as confident as Sly when you're playing throughout these levels. I'm very curious to see what level Mr. Furry Plays here struggles with the most. Yeah, I don't know if that'll be added in or if Furry Plays is just going to be perfect. What are you doing? Okay, good. There you go. You're missing so many. Why do you do this to me? Wow, dude. Not cool. But you got to the end of the level. What? Can't stay mad at you. Can't. It's impossible. Use that key. Use that key. And then yeah, like the world's with this green thingy. I don't know if they explained it. I don't know if I missed what it was, but I don't care enough. And then this is the overworld.
Secured location on this boat. If
You can
Raleigh's
pick whatever
witnesses
levels you want. You can
files
pick in whatever
suggest,
order you want.
That's where I'll find him.
Wonderful idea, but your plan is flawed.
Why?
Because it's impossible to get near him. To access Raleigh's blimp, you would have to sneak through that high voltage power tube. To do that without getting electrocuted, you'd have to destroy that power generator. And to do that, you'd need 2 more of Raleigh's treasure keys, which are heavily guarded.
Interesting. So when are you gonna get to the impossible part?
Fine. But I warned you. I've marked the areas you need to hit with holographic markers.
Okay, they're
Follow your
holographic
objectives.
markers.
Thanks.
Don't mention it. It's your funeral.
And they're all their own individual level.
Wow, you found a lucky charm. That'll protect you when you take any damage.
And that's the boss right there, Rowley. You can hear him in the background. Alright, that's your first level? Alrighty. That's usually my first level too, honestly. It's a really short level. High classic heist. I do not remember any of the names of the levels, so don't ask me. Just trying to get that other lucky charm. You got this. You got this. Take your time, okay? Enjoy each minute. Look at that. But yeah, those are essentially how many hit points you have. When you have no lucky charms.
Hey, Sly,
Where are you
can
going?
adjust the game
Alright, I guess
camera
that's the
using
first
right
level.
analog
I thought it was going to be high class
stick.
heist.
To bring the camera behind you, click it.
Yeah, so whenever you're in a villain's line of sight, the music changes and you're in a combat mode. Sneaking is not really an important part of the game. It's more just like a characteristic of it. Because yeah, you're not really sneaking around. It's just more like you're playing as a thief. So the theme is sneaking. All right, that's your first level into the machine. Okay. I like this level. This level is actually, it's top tier for me. I really like it.
Better close those furnace doors. Jump and press the square button. That'll slam them shut.
So I really like this level because, look right here. So you could slam it if you want to, but you can also, that coin is indicating that you can go the other way. So it's really your choice. It's however you want to enjoy the game. If you are speedrunning, you want to go the other way. Just giving some speedrunning facts to all the fans out there. So each level, the theme as well is that you are stopping an operation, you know? So it's like Sly Cooper, he kind of goes above and beyond when it comes to revenge. Like, he just doesn't care. He is ruining the lives of all these henchmen here, but he doesn't like villains, so that's, yeah, it's justified.
Remember, Sly, hold down the circle button near the blue stealth
We
aura
get
to
it.
perform super sneaky thief moves.
Well, you know, I do love super sneaky thief moves. All right, are you trying to, will you open the safe? Please. I am begging you, open the safe. So those clue bottles you need to get. So each level has a specific number of clue bottles, and this one is 30. So this one's actually one of the hardest ones to get all the clue bottles. It's because of this part right here. So you got to be perfect with your jumps, because if you miss any of these jumps, you cannot go back. You got to start the mission over. And most levels don't do that. Actually, most levels you can actually go like back to the beginning. So I played this on the PS2, and it ran smoothly on the PS2. Loading screens were super minimal, and again, you could go back to the beginning of the stage for most levels. And it never really chugged. I never saw the frame rate drop. It stayed consistent. So Naughty Dog, they know how to code games. If you need to hire them, I'm sure they'll actually know. They're owned by Sony, so I think they're owned by Sony. I'm pretty sure they are. So you can't hire them. And yeah, you can tell by the game. You don't need to be a rocket scientist to beat this game. It's a very straightforward game. No surprises. That's why it's hard to make a video about it, because it's like I can't really say anything interesting about it. Maybe talking about the developers of Naughty Dog. I mean, that is a little interesting. I did read about it a little bit. Don't remember a lot of the facts. But it's a great game. Go grab those clue bottles. Don't forget them. Thank you. Oh man, like that gave me anxiety there for a sec. I'm sorry for yelling at you for replays, but it's very important that you get all the clue bottles. All right, three more. Like, look at this design of this level. It's awesome. There's lava. Look at the details on this pillar thing, whatever you want to call it. Like, it's turning this huge engine, and like the red glowing from the lava. I think it's lava. I don't know what it is, to be honest. I don't know why there'd be lava in the Bermuda Triangle. There's no volcanoes. So what would you call that? It's like molten? I don't know. But yeah, no, clearly it's big. There's a lot of stuff going on. And it's not, the thing is that you don't feel like you're in danger most of the time. So it's like you're surrounded by danger, but you don't feel it. Furry Plays, why are you doing this? You missed the safe back there. You're at the end of the level. Speedrunning this level is hard. Very, very hard. You gotta be quick. Actually, the speedrunning. So when I say speedrunning, I don't mean like actually speedrunning. I mean, you can replay the levels once you're done, but they give you a time limit. Each level has their own time limits, but it is super difficult. And then, yeah, the overworld has its own level name, so it's Prowling the Grounds. All right, that is so awesome. But yeah, no, I mean, good job for replays, but yeah, you were 3 away. Like, what are you doing, my guy? Alrighty. Well, again, as much as I would love to see I think 3 levels is a good breaking off point. 3 levels at a time. I think that's because again, if I could watch this whole video if I wanted to, I could. But I think I need Sly Cooper to get me through the days. You know, life just seems harder, you know? Inflation higher. Jobs seem more difficult. It's like harder to find a job right now. So, you know, I think we both agree here that, you know, we need to space out our enjoyment on this earth. And this is one of them. This is a masterpiece, all right? This thing only has 301 views. But I think we can get it more. I think we can get it more. Once again, let's see if you can see that right there. Yeah, shout out right there. That's the channel. Right there. 301 views 6 months ago. That needs to change. We need to get it higher. I'm sorry. This is unacceptable. You guys should know better. Like, come on. After this interaction, like, don't you think you should know a little bit better? I mean, I guess you could watch me play it and it's kind of the same thing. Or you can also leave a like. You know, something. Just be nice to one another. That's all I want. I want more kumbaya. I want more inner peace. That's all I want in this world. But thank you very much for watching. All right. I'll try my best not to turn this into my other projects where I just throw them off a cliff. I want to keep this thing going. I want to get to the end. I want to know what happens. I don't even know all the bosses' names. Oh man. Like who's the final boss gonna be? It's gonna be crazy. All right. But don't worry, we'll get there together. All right. You guys take care.